The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Being chased out left. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. He's to the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career touchdown and his first career game. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He completes it to Olave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry from 10 yards out. And the Saints add 6 to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, It's all coming together so far.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because
the Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And this one is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, the numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. He lets it go deep for Olave. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
On the double. Come on, set. Ready.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is... And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17